Peace and blessings, family. This is Ubria, and I am back with another reading. This might resonate with you or with someone in your energy. You will receive valuable insight either way. And if it doesn't apply, let it fly. So I feel like you used to be in a relationship with someone who did not treat you very well, and money could have been a factor. Maybe you spent a lot of money on this person. Maybe money was this person's love language, or maybe they made you feel like because they allowed you to spend money on them, or this was the only way that you could spend time with that person, that was in some way an expression of love. Maybe it wasn't actually money, maybe it was time, but there's some way in which something that had to come from you, whether it was all your time, all your money, all your energy, your love, I just heard your self-respect, this person required those things of you to make you feel as if you were in a relationship with them. And the thing is, I keep saying relationship, but actually what I'm getting off this is situationship. Maybe this never even got to the point where it was a real official relationship. But it's something about this person where they would always come back. They would always come back around. They always left you feeling like wanting them. And it's like when this person does come around, it's weird. It's like they would make you feel smothered. It's almost like there was like no balance. There was no middle ground. Either this person was all up on you or they weren't there at all. And then when they were all up on you, they made you feel like you should be so grateful that they're there at all. So then whatever they require of you when they are there, they made you feel like you have to give it to them or else they would leave again. So yeah, it's just something about you feeling very controlled by this person's actions or non-action. You feel, or you, I don't want to say that you still, and that's the thing, I want to say that you used to feel that way because I feel like you're not still in a relationship with this person or in an intimate relationship with this person. But I think this reading is trying to say there's a way in which you do still feel that way. So you could still see them or be in some sort of proximity to them. Actually, before I get that, let me say this. Okay, you're smart as fuck and you realized this person's game. You realized that this person was very controlling and that they were and very inflexible and that they required things of you that they were never going to give you. This person does not have a lot of feelings, a lot of emotions, but they're very stalkery. Like they like to watch you, they like to see you, they like to be around you. It's almost like this person wants you to pay for the fact that they're interested in you or that they were interested in you. Like that's your fault or some shit. I don't know. It's kind of weird. And I feel like you peeped that it was kind of weird and you realized that you got to get the fuck out of there. So you did. You cut this person off. You got out of this situation. Something about you separating from this person or your independence is something about it that is very special. You do something or you're able to do something that a lot of people are not able to do. So there's people that could feel kind of left behind by the fact that you were able to get out of this situation or the fact that you were able to kind of turn things around for yourself, because there's people who are not able to do that. So you could have a little bit of like survivor's remorse or survivor's guilt if you know, had friends or associates who maybe you guys used to discuss your relationships and there was something that you had in common, which was how fucked up your relationships were or how you were dealing with similar type people who were very controlling, who were not non-committal, who were kind of weird, demanding, situationship, not a relationship. That could have been like a point of commiseration with you and someone else. And you figured out how to get out of this. And perhaps your friend or your associate or your acquaintance has not figured out a way to get out of situations like this. So there's like a spotlight on you in a certain way because there's some sort of behavior that you've been able to exhibit that other people have not been able to exhibit that makes you seem very special. It makes you seem like a star, like you have everything you want, like you have everything that you've ever wanted. So this is a side note because if you feel like people are being kind of shady to you or talking to you in like a sharp way or saying things behind your back or just you can just feel negative energy vibrating off of people, It's just, yeah, I mean, I don't want to just say this, but I do feel like you could have someone that is jealous of you. And I feel like you kind of sense all of these things that I'm saying. Like, you could have somebody that's jealous of you. You could have this person who's mad that you figured out a way to stop dealing with them. The point of this reading is to say, like, yes, all of these energies are going on, and there's people that have like opinions about you, about the way you live your life, about the way that you have freed yourself of certain things that they have not been able to free themselves of, or if you've even freed yourself of these people. There's something about your sensitivity to their reactions to your actions make you shrink a little bit. Like, it makes it hard for you to fully embody who you are and everything that you've gone through, and as proud of the way that you're proud of yourself, the way that you have a life that you can enjoy, relationships that you can enjoy. It's something about, like, maybe when you come around these people, when you see these people, you shrink in a way. There's a way in which you're not allowing yourself to fully be who you truly are. Like, I feel like you have fought really long and hard to be who you are, to have what you have, to free yourself from what you freed yourself from. But there's like a guilt here where you don't fully allow yourself to enjoy it or to fully embody this identity, this new identity that you have. I feel like you look really good. Your money is nice. You have a lot of respect. You have a lot of, like, you're just, I feel like people regret the way that they have treated you. But there's a way in which you're just very unserious about it. Like, you don't know how to still be serious about your boundaries. There's something too about your youth. Like, you could just look the same, like, through everything that you've been through or gone through. I feel like people are surprised that you look the same. People could also wonder if you got plastic surgery. People could be saying this, like, ain't no way this bitch didn't get plastic surgery. People could say that there's something about you that looks fake, that looks unreal. But I feel like that's also a byproduct of the fact that you are not keeping it 100% real. There is something about, like, maybe behind your eyes, like, you could look at people and you could have this almost mask on of, like, yeah, everything's fine, everything's great, and glad to see you, but, like, that's not really how you feel. I feel like you want people to like you. You don't want to rock the boat. You don't want to rub something in people's face. You don't want people to, yeah, you don't want people to not like you. That's the thing. So maybe you speak your mind, but you don't really speak it. I don't know. Because it's just a real, like, if you like it, I love it type energy. But I feel like nobody likes it and nobody loves it. So there's also something here too about, like, if this person had you in this situationship and you didn't like it and you never quite felt confident in this relationship, you never kind of knew where you were standing on in terms of this person, you felt like you were not on equal footing with this person, or you were on shaky ground with this person, and so there was just never a balance give and take, because when they weren't there, you wanted them and you felt like you would do anything to get them. And then when they were around, they required so much of you that it was almost like it wasn't worth it. But if this is what you have to do, then this is what you'll do. I feel like it was just a very big mind fuck. The thing is, I feel like now you kind of want to do that back to this person. And that could be the energy that I'm picking up, is like, you won't make your boundaries clear. You won't just draw a line in the sand. You are being kind of fake and phony, but it's because you still want to be attractive to this person. You still want power in this situation. You've moved on from this situation. You've bossed up from this situation. But when you're around these people, places, and things, you still resort back to these, like, old habits, because it's like this time you want to be the winner in this dynamic. So you still engage in this dynamic because this time you want to be the victor in this dynamic. So you want to be alluring and attractive to someone so that they will see up close how good you're doing, how fine you are, how much you don't give a fuck about them, how much they're missing out, how much they lost out. And so you may say little things to kind of hurt this person's feelings, to kind of make them aware that you've moved on and you don't care. But then you probably soothe those things that you say with, like, sweet things or nice things, so that this person will never fully feel like you have animosity with them. Because if this person ever fully felt like you had animosity with them, then they wouldn't be close enough for you to hurt them. Oh shit. That's it. That's what it is. You want proximity to someone, or someone wants proximity to you so that they can continue to hurt you because they have secret animosity towards you. Holy shit. There it is. There it is. It took me a minute to see that in these cards. I feel like this energy is a very well hidden. Ooh, it is very well hidden. So if you are dealing with someone and you just don't know what it is, you like, man, they say we cool, we should be cool. Why don't we feel cool? It's because y'all not cool. There is some sort of secret hidden animosity. And I feel like somebody just has this energy of like, yeah, bitch, you could never. It's like somebody muttering under their breath and you're like, what? And they're like, nothing. You could be like, oh, I love your dress. And you're like, thank you. And another person's like, fat bitch. And you're like, what? And so what kind of fabric is that? Like, I don't know. It's like someone likes to use like misunderstandings, miscommunications, stuff like that to confuse the situation because they just don't want to be clear because they still want that proximity. So yeah, someone is just not wearing their honest face. And I feel like their most honest face would be like, I don't want to fuck with you. I don't like you. I don't enjoy you. You piss me off. You hurt my feelings. You know, all those things. But someone needs another person to see that. You or someone else needs someone to see that they have missed out. So it's kind of like you're still kind of caught up in this energy if you need the other person to see it. So maybe that's what you need to understand. This is just saying, like, at least be honest with yourself about how you feel. If you still want attention or desire validation from this person, then recognize that what you're saying is you need their permission to move on from them. Like the way that you know that you're truly done with the situation is that a person is not still around for you to show them that you're done with the situation. Do you know what I mean? It's like when someone's breaking up with somebody and they read all these inspirational quotes that says, you know, the best success and ghosting is the best revenge or some shit like that. And then you send that to the person that you're ghosting or that you want them to see how successful you are. Do you know what I mean? Like there's just like this rubbing in the face of like, let me show you how I don't fuck with you, you know. So let's get some advice for this. What is the advice? The advice is to just leave it all behind. Like the best revenge is a good life, is a life well lived, is closing those doors, locking them, and getting the fuck out of there. Because that's the thing. If you're still, what do they say about revenge? If you're gonna dig one grave for revenge, you gotta dig two. One one for the person that you're killing and one for yourself. It's something like that. Like you're too close to this situation. You gotta get the fuck out of there. And I feel like joyfully so. Not like there's so much joy in your life that it's time for you to go towards. Like, why would you stay one more second in places where the memories for you are not 100% joyful? Why are you punishing yourself trying to punish somebody else just by staying in proximity to them to make sure that they're punished? It's like if you put somebody in prison, but then you got to stand there and be the warden and the jailer. Nigga, you in prison too. The mean things you want to say to somebody, they have to pass through your mouth first. So I guess that there's just this need for an awareness that it is time to fly. Okay, it is time to fly the fuck out of here and go. This could literally be taking a trip, like maybe take a vacation to just kind of get your mind off of this, but just go have experiences. Because I feel like there's ways that you have resources and experiences that you are not fully utilizing because they would make you have to leave an environment where in that environment you're trying to pretend like you're not as popping as you are. And this is saying to flex, okay? Flex your life, flex your muscles, flex your wings, pop your shit, you know? Yeah, let people see, because that's the thing is like whatever person that you want them to see you is keeping you small. It's actually keeping you invisible because you want to be visible to this person. But I feel like if you fully release and go be as visible as you can fully be to the world and to yourself, this person would they're gonna see you in a like almost in periphery. Maybe periphery is not the right word, but this person, it's like they wouldn't help but see you. Do you know what I mean? If you're a star and you're stuck inside of a house because you're like, look at me, look at me, look at me, that I'm a star and I don't fuck with you no more. Yeah, you blinding the shit out of everybody in that house, but you're a star. You're meant to shine. You're meant to be in the sky. You're meant to be at a distance. You're meant to be observed from space. You know what I mean? So there needs to be space in this situation so that you can be observed. So yeah, that's your advice. Get the fuck out of this. Get the fuck out of there. Fuck this person. Go and go stun on them for real. And unfortunately, and that's the other thing too, because I feel like there's just some things that you might need to look at as far as like, why do you still feel so vulnerable towards this person? Because I feel like you're telling yourself that you're over it and you're done with it. But if that was really true, you wouldn't want them to see you so bad. So I think the reason why the advice is distance and space and why that would be such a good thing is because I feel like you don't clearly have an idea of how actually still caught up in this situation you are, and how much power this person's approval or attention still has the ability to hurt you or heal you. So it's only when you can like fully remove the ability for this person to look at you or see you or talk to you or deal with you or pay you any attention, you remove their ability to validate you, which means you also remove their ability to invalidate you. That is true strength. And then all these amazing things that you have worked on and you have done for yourself, they will really be able to shine, and you'll really be able to feel your progress for progress's sake and for the ways that it has blessed you, and not just in spite of this other person. If you watched this video until the end, thank you so much. Please take a moment to like the video and subscribe to my channel. All right, I'll talk to you later. Peace.